All right. Want to produce 5 liters of paint, emulsion paint, 5 liters. So for you to measure to produce 5 liters, you have to use this kind of bucket or any bucket that I can use, so that at the end it will give you 5 liters. And for the measurement for 5 liters, you put 2.5 liters of water. 2.5 liters of water. Then after that, you first of all measure your biocide. Measure your biocide. This is biocide. Biocide is like a resin. Look at my hand. It's like a resin. So you apply your biocide, just a drop. The work of this biocide is to sterilize the water, in case if there's anything that will make other chemicals not to work very well. So when you apply your biocide, you stir it very well. Then after that, you apply your carbon. You apply your carbon. Carbon is like salt. Carbon is like salt. Just a pinch of it. We apply it. You turn it very well. As you stir it very well. The work of carbon is to help every other chemicals to mix very well when applying them. So after your carbon, you apply your titanium. You apply your titanium. Titanium is like powder. It always stick on your hand each time you touch it. It will stick on your hand. Just a spoon of it will be enough. Anyone that you apply, make sure you turn it very well, so that they will all mix together. And while mixing your paints, you have to make use of your formula. You have to make use of your formula. Then after that, after your titanium, you can apply your calcium. There's another chemical, aluminum silicate. We normally use aluminum silicate when producing pure white paints. Pure white paints. There has no dot on it. That's when you can use aluminum silicate. It's mainly used for white paint. So now we'll apply calcium. You usually see calcium in this kind of bag. It's 50 kg per bag. And it's very heavy. It's like a semovita bag. It looks like semovita too. Look at it. So you apply 3 kg of it. So let's measure. This is exactly 3 kg. This long one is 1 kg. This one is another 1 kg. Then the last one, then this one is 5 kg of it. So we are leaving it at 3 kg. You turn it very well. Make sure that everything melts in the water. After your calcium, the next thing to apply is your PVA. PVA works as gum. It's chemical that when you have enough of it in your paint, when you apply the paint on the wall, it will stick very well. You will not see anything like dust after drying. Without having enough PVA on your paint will be dusty after applying it on the wall. So let's apply our PVA. PVA is like pap. Either pap or soya milk. That is how you recognize it. Look at it. So apply it, 1 kg of it. Exactly 1 kg. When you apply it, you turn it very well. You stir very well. Each time, anytime you apply any chemical, you stir it very well. After your PVA, you apply your Genipo. Genipo is very soapy. It's liquid in form. It's very soapy. Look at it. You can see foam coming out. When you apply your Genipo in the paint, it will foam. It will make the paint to come up very well. Just a drop of it, because this is 5 liter. You don't put much on it. Look at the paint, it's very, look at the foam there. It's already foaming. In order to stop this foaming, another chemical to apply is the foamer. Look at the foamer. The foamer is like soya milk too. The work of the foamer, once you apply it in your paint, it will stop the foaming, which Genipo cause. A drop of it will be enough too. Any chemical you apply, you stir it very well, so it will give you what you want. And after this chemical, you apply Tesanol. So it's Tesanol. Tesanol is just like let's say groundnut oil, because it's oil, you understand? Though it's white in color, but it's oily. It makes the paint to shine very well. So if you're using white, you apply Tesanol, it will make it to shine very well. Any color at all, it will make the color to come out very well and look more beautiful. A drop of it will be enough too. Then after that, we apply our Natrosol. Natrosol looks like garri. When you apply Natrosol, you don't just pour Natrosol like that. You first of all melt it with water in separate buckets. Just like as you normally do your garri. Natrosol, quarter kg of Natrosol for 5 liters. So first of all, melt it in separate buckets. As you normally do your garris. Natrosol serves as thickener. It serves as thickener in the paint. Without Natrosol, you will not have paint. So you must make use of Natrosol while making your paint. It serves as thickener. If you apply it, you will see how thick this liquid paint will become. You see as it is, but let's apply the Natrosol and see the magic of it. Yeah. The next chemical is ammonia. Ammonia is very corrosive in nature. So you have to be very careful while making use of ammonia in your paint. Ammonia should be the last chemical to apply. It serves as preservatives in paint. So after it, you stir it very well. Hope you can see the work of Natrosol in the paint. It makes the paint to become thick, and it has its own measurements. So the more you apply it, the more thicker the paint become. So this very one here, we apply more of Natrosol. That's why the paint is more thick like this. So you have to make use of your measurements, your formula in any production that you are doing. I'll not be able to apply ammonia here because of the smell. None of us here can stand the smell if I open it. So I just have to look for a way to apply it, because we normally do it in an open place so that it will not disturb anyone. When make use of your ammonia, make use of it in an open place where the smell will not disturb anybody, and make sure you cover your nose very well. Wear your nose mask. This is ammonia. Just a drop.